Hey there, it's time for 5-minute activation. 5-minute activation. Can I get 5 minutes of your time? Just 5 minutes for a little activation. I am Kene Quarter, best-selling author, speaker, and financial therapist, here to give you just a few tips on what to do if you think you were part of the Equafix data breach. I had a couple recently contact me and ask me what they should do. Here's my answer. If you think that you might be part of the Equafix data breach, then the first thing you want to do, now I'll say this, Equafix probably would have contacted you if you were. But if you think you want to take some precaution and just in case you want to follow up with them, then first thing, contact Equafix. Ask them, were you part of the data breach? If they say no, you can still take these precautions. If they say yes, definitely take these precautions. So the first thing is, if you don't already have a monitoring service, get one. And a monitoring service can help you by letting you see what's on your credit, let you see when credit is applied for in your name, and you can set up alerts. When you use, most monitoring services allow you to set up alerts so you'll get emails or text messages the moment that somebody uses your credit. If it's not you, then you know to take action. Now, the thing about monitoring services, they do not stop identity theft. They just make you aware of identity theft. If you want to know some recommendations on monitoring services, just click the link below and you can have a consultation with me and I'll give you some resources. But like I was saying, monitoring services do not stop identity theft. They just alert you when it's happening. Things like LifeLock are put in place to stop identity theft. And if for some reason your identity is stolen, then LifeLock is also insurance that will help you get your life back on track after the identity theft. And I have been a victim of the identity theft, so I know that it can be a adulting process to get everything back in order. So having a company like LifeLock could be helpful. The other thing, monitor your own accounts. Like you can put a fraud alert on your account. So, but go back, monitor your own accounts. So you have the monitoring service in place, but if you're not going on, if you're not using it, if you're not logging on, then it kind of is pointless. So you've got to monitor your accounts. I say at least weekly. Some people do it daily, but it's totally up to you. But know that you can set up alerts so that your monitoring service sends you alerts in the event that credit is applied for in your name. But it's really good to just go on and look and see what's happening there. At the least monthly. You at least want to do it monthly. Some people do it weekly, some people do it daily, like I said, but it's totally up to you. The other thing is the fraud alert. I totally recommend a fraud alert because it's free. You can call Equafix, and when you're on that call to say, was I part of the data breach, you can also say, well, I'd like to put a fraud alert on my credit. Now, here's the thing about fraud alerts. It does keep you from getting instant credit. So if you're one of those people that like to walk in a store and get instant credit, then a fraud alert could slow that down, which could be a good thing, right? Sometimes you need some help against your own not so good habits. So the fraud alert is helpful because you can get it on all three bureaus, and what would happen is they would have to call you on your phone or email you or text message you, whatever way you say to get in touch with you. That's what the fraud alert has. It has them get in touch with you. What happens is if you don't have the phone number on there, there could be a list of security questions that the person would have to answer. And if they're not you, they're not likely to be able to answer all of the questions because they're usually about 4 or 5 of them. And so they may get 1 or 2 right, but it's unlikely that they'll get enough right that they'll pass and get credit in your name. So that just kind of slows them down. And I recommend the fraud alert, not the freeze, because of all kinds of reasons. This is only a 5-minute activation, so I can't give you all the details. But if you'd like a consultation with me, click on the link in this video and we can talk more about it. The last thing that I would say is after a while, follow back up with Equafix. Make sure that all things are in place. Your fraud alert is in place, that you followed the whatever directions they have, and also ask them if they have any benefits for people who were affected, because if they find later that maybe they found you were affected and they gave out benefits. Like I remember once one company, I don't remember which one, but they gave people discounts to LifeLock so that they could get LifeLock in the event they were part of the breach. It might have been when it happened to Target. I don't remember, but know that sometimes they give out benefits, like they may give a free membership to something like LifeLock, or free membership to one of the monitoring services. So ask about that. They may have that available to you as well. So find out what your benefits are. So there's my 5-minute activation. Monitor your credit. Call Equafix. Find out if you were even part of the breach. If you were, get your benefits, whatever they're willing to do to help you. While you're on the phone with them, set up a fraud alert. It's free. But make sure if you're paying for monitoring service that you go on and look, you log on and look and see what's happening on your credit. And if you don't mind paying for identity theft protection, then go ahead and get something like LifeLock so that you have some insurance in place that somebody is blocking those identity thieves out there. But even if they do get past there, then you have some insurance in place that will take care of you and make it go away. Last thing, a little bonus. File your taxes early, because if you were part of the data breach, it's likely that your social security number is in some sneaky little person's hands who might even file on your taxes. And if they do that before you, it is really difficult to get that reversed. So the earlier you file your taxes, the less likely they are to steal your identity and file taxes in your name. So that is our 5-minute activation for today. Head on over to presidentiallifestyle.com/courses and see what else you can learn. If you'd like a low-cost consultation with me, click the link in this video and schedule. I'll see you then.